Alright, so we're going to be using the TandyPro variable speed burnisher to clean up our edges and get this belt ready to finish up. So what I typically do is I'll take a dauber and some water and I'll go down one side at a time, and I'm going to wet this edge before I sand it. And the main reason I do that is just to keep the amount of dust down. It can definitely help with that. And then the other thing I notice is it kind of leaves a little bit of a, starts your burnishing process a little bit for you. I think it can kind of just make your edges a little bit slicker in the end. So I'm going to wet that down, and then we'll kick this on and get our speed adjusted. And this is just fine grit on this sanding wheel over here. We'll see how that goes. You don't want it to be running too fast, so I'm just going to start on one end. And you don't want to leave this in one area for too long, because you can burn your leather. So we're just kick it up a little bit more. This thing's really quiet. It's cool. It's nice. And so we're just going to run the length of this belt a few times, get it nice and even. So you can see after wetting that leather, there's not as much dust flying off of this as you would get with a dry piece. It keeps it from getting too messy on you, really. So we're just going through making sure our edges get evened out, making sure there's no glue left on them. We'll get down in here and then run your finger down it, make sure there's no rough areas. If you have one, we're going to end up going down it one more time. I'll wet it back down one more time. And we just want to really make sure all that glue is cleaned up as best as we can get it, and our edges are nice and even. So I think it's really important to definitely take your time when it comes to doing your edges. Nice finished edges can kind of make or break a product. All right, that should be pretty good. And we had that speed turned up to about halfway, give or take a few. I liked it.